fellow Guardians, BoltZilla Plays here, bringing you another Destiny video. It is Wednesday, March 9th, and we know what that means. It is Arms Day. So let's see what Banshee's got for us this week. First up, we have the Hermes D Pulse Rifle, Tier 1. Has the SC Hollow, or the SD Thermal. Danger Close. Spray and Play. High Caliber Rounds. Fitted Stock, or hand-laid stock. Tier 2 has the GB Iron, or the LD Watchdog, Crowd Control, Rangefinder, Snapshot, Fitted Stock, or hand-laid stock. Tier 3 has the GA Post, or the LD Watchdog, Glass Half Full, Zen Moment, High Caliber Rounds, Fitted Stock, or hand-laid stock. Tier 2 is the one you're going to want to go with on this one. So you got the Watchdog for threat evaluation, so you can see dangerous enemies or guardians with supers. Crowd Control, so anytime you get a kill, you get bonus damage for a little bit. Rangefinder in unison with hand-laid stock, so you can max out the stability. You lose a little bit of range here, but with Rangefinder you gain some of it back. So Tier 2 would be the one I would go with. Next up, we have the OIF RAW D Sniper Rifle. Tier 1 has the ATA Scout, or the ATD Raptor. Unflinching. Zen Moment, Perfect Balance, Snapshot, or Braced Frame. Tier 2 has the ATA Scout, ATD Raptor, Counterbalance, Partial Refund, Perfect Balance, Snapshot, or Braced Frame. And Tier 3, the ATA Scout, or the ATD Raptor, Unflinching, Zen Moment, Perfect Balance, Snapshot, or Braced Frame. Not really, don't really care for this rifle at all. There is like no god roll for it, so I mean, this just the way the rolls are set up on this, it's not that great. If you wanted one, I would recommend probably the Tier 2. So both this is a low zoom and a standard zoom, so you don't have a long view or anything like that. Counterbalance will help since it's a slightly faster. It's not the super fast rate of fire snipers, but it's a little bit more than a high impact one. Counterbalance makes it so that the recoil is straight up, so it'll be easier to bring the aim back down to hit again. Partial refund will help, so if you don't get killed, if your team shotting, you'll get an assist, you have a chance to get return of your portion of the magazine, and then you can go with brace frame to up the stability. But really, my recommendation for this always is it's legendary marks. Next up, we have the Suros DIS-47 Scout Rifle. Tier 1 has the SLO-19, SPO-26, or the SRO-37, Fitted Stock, Oiled Frame, Hipfire, Speed Reload, or Hand-laid Stock. Tier 2 has the SLO-19, SPO-28, or the SRO-37, Hammer Forged, Casket Mag, Rodeo, Speed Reload, or Reinforced Barrel. And Tier 3, we have the SLO-19, SPO-28, SRO-37, Perfect Balance, or Oiled Frame, Outlaw, Snapshot, or Small Bore. If you need one this week, I'm going to say this one is probably your best. So you got the SRO-37 for a little bit more range. You got fitted stock to help a little bit with the stability, and you got hand-laid stock to help even more. So you're getting close to maxed out stability. The problem with this roll is right here. Hip fire. You don't hardly ever hip fire with the Scout. If this was something else, this would be for sure a grab. Otherwise, I'm going to say if you need to get one this week, go with the number 1. Otherwise, hang on to it for a better roll. Next up, we have the Suros JLB-42 rocket launcher. Tier 1 has aggressive launch, smart drift control, or hard launch, heavy payload, or flared magwell, grenades and horseshoes, javelin, or lightweight. Tier 2 has aggressive launch, linear compensator, or hard launch, single point sling, or speed reload, surplus, javelin, or quick draw. Tier 3 has warhead veneers, soft launch, or hard launch, heavy payload, or flared magwell, vacuum, javelin, or snapshot. Definitely tier 1. This is a god roll. So you got hard launch, lose a little bit of blast radius compared to aggressive launch, but you gain velocity. You got heavy payload, which ups your blast radius. You've got javelin, which ups your velocity. And you've got grenades and horseshoes, which detonates on proximity to targets. This is a PvP god roll right here. Definitely worth picking up. Last up, we have the Suros JLB-47 rocket launcher. We have warhead veneers, soft launch, or hard launch, heavy payload, or speed reload, surplus, javelin, or lightweight. Tier 2 is warhead veneers, smart drift control, or hard launch, single point sling, or flared magwell, vacuum, perfect balance, or quick draw. In Tier 3, warhead veneers, linear compensator, or countermass, heavy payload, or speed reload, reactive reload, perfect balance, or snapshot. I'd say hang on to this one until you get something with grenades and horseshoes or tracking. Those are like the 2 main perks you want to look for on a rocket. If you have to get something out of all these, tier 1's gonna be your best bet. I mean, you've got either hard launch or warhead veneers, which are pretty much the same thing. You have heavy payload for bigger blast radius, javelin for more velocity, and then surplus, you find more ammo. So, I mean, this wouldn't be too bad of a PvE roll, as long as you're hitting the target or hitting the ground or a wall near the target, that it's actually doing damage to them, not that you're shooting and you completely miss them and it just flies off into the distance. That's the only thing you have to worry about without having grenades and horseshoes or tracking. I'd say if you gotta get one, it's gonna be a PvE roll, but the tier 1 would be your best bet. Otherwise, I would say hang on to it and hope for a tracking or a grenades and horseshoes. Field test weapons for this week. We had the Amelon Test FR1 fusion rifle. We got it using the Crucible. We have the Hawkeye Test A hand cannon, which is double kills. The Amelon Test HC1 hand cannon, which is precision shots. The Hawkeye Test A pulse rifle, which is using Crucible. And the Hawkeye Test A sniper rifle, which is used against Cabal Centurions. Centurions. You could do the Dreadnought or Mars Patrol. If you go to the left after you spawn on Mars Patrol and go to, I think it's called the Hollows. It's the zone right to the left from the spawn-in zone where it's all nothing but Cabal. there is the area right where you come into that from the spawn zone. There's a ship that drops off 3 enemies, and one of them is always a Centurion. To the right, there's a chance for a Centurion to spawn, and then in that building, straight ahead when you come into that zone, there's always a Centurion in there. The one that goes down towards the Dust Palace for the strike. So that's most likely where I'll use it. And then while you're doing that, you can kill all the other guys with your hand cannons for precision shots and double kills. You get all those. And then the other 2 are Crucible. Ugh. Which I am to the point where I'm just skipping the Crucible ones. It's not fun trying to play the Crucible with these weapons. Foundry orders for next week. We have the Suros DIS-47. The Ufrin HC-4 hand cannon, the Hake Strongbow D shotgun, the Oif Rao D sniper rifle, and the Uzume RR4 sniper rifle. So he just sold this one this week. He sold this one this last week. Strongbow. I'd say the one for sure to get is the Ufrin. If you get a good roll on it, it could be a viable legendary hand cannon for the Crucible. Other than that, it's nothing spectacular. The 47 he had this week, which, like I said, he probably should have just hung on to it anyways. There wasn't anything good. Or you can grab something from this week for marks and buy it again. If you get a good roll, it's good. The shotgun's so-so, so are the sniper rifles. Nothing spectacular. But definitely I'd say grab the Ufrin, hoping for a good roll. Because it can be a viable option in the Crucible with the right rolls. So that was Armsday for March 9th. Make sure to like, comment, share. Let me know what you guys grabbed, what you're looking forward to next week. If you got any helpful tips for the test weapons. Also make sure to check out my other videos at youtube.com/c/BoltZilla plays. And you can check me out streaming from time to time over at twitch.tv/BoltZilla plays. Till next time, Guardians, take it easy.